Well, hello everybody. Welcome
Boom.
to the stream. Boom. It's another Tuesday night. Got Marty, Gregory, Tom, J. Paul. Happy Bears.
Oh,
I got Rocky, Rob from Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting. Good to see you here.
you wanted the best, you got the best. You got Bill.
Yeah. No returns and no refunds. Oh, anyways.
As usual, I got a Granger ad to stop my stream.
Hey, at least it's the best. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Hi, Mystic.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah, it's funny. Now the three of us were just talking about actors and a stream, and sometimes like Michael's met some actors because they did stuff in town. Hi, little Penny, they've done stuff in my town. Hi, Grandma Kelly. Anybody ever have a movie shot in their town and meet any actors there? Just wondered. Hi, Silver Wishes.
I can't think of anybody I've met like that.
I was wondering Tom Curry, Marty, Grandma Kelly, Silver Wishes, other people. I know they don't do it as much as they used to, but years ago before CGI and all that, you can get a lot of location movies made on location. Hi, Marianne.
Yeah, CGI has kind of ruined a lot of movies for me because it looks so
Yes,
awful. I think
I
they make it
same.
look bad on purpose.
Yeah. Um, and actually, hi, Lucinda. Oh, Two Guns was filmed in your town, Lucinda. Cool. I actually, one thing I've noticed, have you ever watched any of the Chinese movies they have on YouTube?
No.
Where, okay, watch some of them where they're going after something special, kind of like Tomb Raider movies. I hate to say it, but the Chinese are much better doing CGI than we are. It just looks so good compared to our stuff, you know?
Fools, I'll take your treasure
Yeah.
and destroy you. Remember when they tried to do the lip sync over the words?
Yeah.
Yeah. The old Chinese movies we used to have.
Oh, yeah. I remember all the old kung fu movies from the 70s and early 80s. Oh, my God. Oh, nice.
Got some
Find that
treasure
the
from the
dump?
dump out back.
That's a
Triple A and
nice.
me.
Dang.
The metal tag they used to use back in the
Oh,
day.
sorry, Mark. His microphone or his sound card died. No problem, Mark. We understand.
I think Dennis has one of those. I think he's dug one before.
I'd love to find a shield like that. That's so cool. I can't remember who I was watching one time, but they were digging a dump, and they must have found like 3,000 different um, gasoline and oil signs. Hi, Deej, from different
Oh,
companies, all buried in the same
it
spot where
was
it used
Bill
to be.
Ladd.
Was that
It
Bill
was Bill
Ladd
Ladd. Yep.
behind a gas station? If I remember
Yep.
right. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Kings School, New York. Yeah, I was going, oh man, what a score, you know?
Let's see if I can get this right. I got a little piece of glass.
Oh, wait, let me make you solo there. That's nice.
Part of a gas globe. You're the only part I found, but
Hi, James Eller. Hi, Kings Gold. Got anything else to show us?
well, it's got a double barrel for you.
Oh, we've seen that one, but that's
Yeah.
still cool.
I think I shown you this last week, didn't I?
Yeah,
Maybe not.
yeah,
A
from the
whistle
20s
bottle.
or 30s.
Yeah, 1928. I don't think I got anything else that's new.
Good evening, Julie. Yeah, I got to start watching Bill Ladd again. I haven't watched him in a long time. He's still putting out content, isn't he?
He's the cover boy.
He's what?
He's the cover boy. Bill Ladd.
Bill Ladd. Yep.
Howard.
95
I
miles.
stopped watching him. I stopped watching him when he
Joel.
broke up with Howard.
Hey, Joel, how you doing? You got 22 in the house already. Thank you.
Hey, Joe. Yeah, I Deej, 5 Mile, Julie, Mark, the troublemaker.
Mark, the bacon's hanging. Haven't seen Zaxxon lately. He must be working. Didn't even see him in. He wasn't at Angie's tonight, was he?
I didn't see him.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, he might be working. Getting to be that time of year, more people on the road, and he's going to get more work.
Hi, Lucinda. Lucky
Aren't you
James.
supposed to entertain? Entertainers share King's Gold. And like if people want to send in pics of their finds, I'll throw that up there for them. Hello, Moon.
Hey, Joe.
Because people find some cool stuff like that shield Richie just showed. That's really cool. I'd love to find something like that.
Those of you coming late. That's probably from the 20s or 30s there.
Yeah, looks like it. Hello, Turchy. Oh.
Hey, Torchy.
Yeah, that is a sweet find, 5 Mile. I'd love to find one of those.
I go out back to dig in my dump, but the mosquitoes are so bad they about haul me off.
Oh, yeah.
I come out with a pint less of blood.
Yeah. I hate this time of year because the mosquitoes, here the chiggers, everything. But it's that time of the year. Oh, especially down at we got a big field down there next to a river at the HOA where I metal detect. About 3 weeks, that place just covered with freaking black and white flies. You don't even want to go down there because they'll just cover you. Hate that.
What did they do 100, 200 years ago? They had to live with that.
They found something to put on them to get rid of it. I don't know what. They found something. The only thing I found is parathrin, which works, but you can't spray it on yourself. You can only spray it on your clothes. You do it the day before, drench and let it dry overnight. It's what they use in military uniforms to keep the bugs off. As soon as a bug lands on it, it's dead. So, but considering
I just put heavy DEET on everything.
Yeah, the bugs here are so used to DEET, it's like they're taking a shower and going, thank you. So, I mean, because I buy the 80% stuff. It doesn't even slow them down. Nothing. But the permethrin, hi, Mermaid. Hi, Anna. But the permethrin works really good. But I was talking to Marty up there in Canada about it. He goes, it's outlawed up here. I went, okay, I can understand that. It's really nasty stuff. If you forget it, spray it on your skin, you can get really sick because in liquid form, it's poisonous to most animals and humans. Once it's dry, it's fine. But it sure stops the bugs, especially the ticks and the chiggers. So.
Anything that's going to work isn't going to be good for you anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just going to plug Anna's channel here. She did a Monday night dig. She found a really nice 10K gold earring. If you haven't watched her video, get over there and watch. Her first gold. Awesome.
Well, congratulations.
Yep. So.
It's been a long time since I found any gold.
I found gold. I only found gold once, and same thing as she almost threw it out. I almost threw mine out because I thought it was some. I thought it was a small brass retaining ring or something. And then when I looked closer, I go, "No, what is this?" And I took it in. It was gold, and it's like a baby's toe ring.
Out of gold. That
Out of
baby
gold.
didn't have a silver spoon, huh?
Yeah. So it was so small it couldn't even weigh up on the scale. That's how little it was. But I can't remember if it was 10 or 14K or something like that. Oh, you're welcome, Anna.
Gold's up there pretty good, over 3,000 an ounce.
Yeah, I know. Almost 3,400 the other day. And what do you know? I just got notified I went live. 11 minutes late, but I got notified.
Hey, Bill, you're live.
Yes, I am. And with Planet Fitness ad. Now Mint Mobile. Yay.
You don't get Granger, I take it.
I haven't seen it. Well, yeah, I take that back. I have seen a Granger. I can't remember if it was my channel or not. Don't know. Don't remember.
They seem to like to run the Granger ad by me all the time.
They
Bill,
probably
can I-
get some algorithms what you look at online and stuff. So
Now you got to.
oh yeah. I threw away what would probably be my best relic find ever because I didn't know what it was. But hot dog on it. What's his name? I can see his face.
Paul? Paul.
Huh?
Paul.
No, he's
What?
nope, Mark's coming up. He used to be up there with Mike and them. Oh God. Anyways,
Yeah, Paul. Right. Hot dog digs.
no.
Okay.
Anyways, I checked one of our old parks where they brought backfill in from somewhere. I finally figured out and spread it out between all these trees. Well, I found this long piece of curved iron with a tab on it, pointed at one end, and had some numbers on it. So I took a picture of it, and as I was heading out, I just threw it in the trash can because I didn't want to pack it. And he saw the video, and he goes, and he sent me a picture. Thank you, Julie.
Hey, Julie, thanks.
Super chat. Sent me a picture of it. It was half of a fifth wheel from an 1850s horse-drawn carriage.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Well, that was that night. Park was closed. I went back the next morning. Hi, John. They'd already emptied the trash can. So I boxed
Oh. Hey, John, what's up?
that. You know?
Well, Bill, you can't prove that you found it.
Oh, my video. It's in my video. Shows the numbers and everything. But thank you, Grandma Kelly. But I just thought because it was other than it being broken right where a screw held it in place or something.
Hey, Marty.
I thought a lot newer than that, you know. But he had this perfect picture of some company, I think
Sure.
around Boston, only made carriages 4 or 5 years, and that was one of their parts. And it's like, damn. You know? And I threw it out.
Bill, can I show an Amherst stone?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh, what?
Here, let me give you solo.
What is that, Michael?
An Amherst.
Oh, okay. Amherst. Okay.
Yeah. Nice, Michael.
I won it.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Greg.
Hi, Brian, how you doing?
What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian. Haven't seen him in a while.
Did
No,
you,
I
were you
haven't.
able to get out?
Oh, Ms. Galahad.
Ms. Galahad, good evening. How you doing?
Miss
So didn't you
Galahad.
get out recently, Mark? You could do some detecting?
You know what? I got lucky. Sunday, Rachel from Jersey Digs, she
Mhm.
came down my way because there was a little shindig just 40 minutes up the road from me. I didn't really know about it, so she called me and I met up with her up there, and I made it like just in time to do the last part of the seated hunt, and I tell you what, I had a blast.
Oh, cool. Good.
Good.
Yeah, I got to see Rachel, got a couple silvers out of the deal, so yeah, I can't
Nice.
complain.
Hell yeah. Rob Weigel, thank you.
Oh, did he, Jerry? Oh, I got to talk to him. Good.
Hi, Ronnie. And BH Ringer, how you doing?
See what Jerry said. Marty had his CT scan today.
Ah,
Hopefully it's good news.
hoping and praying for the
Yeah.
best on that. So, when you're going through stuff like that,
John, I'm sorry, buddy. It was like a spur of the moment thing, dude. I'm sorry. Next year when it comes around, we'll make certain to invite you.
So how's everybody?
I'm fantastic.
Living the
Good.
dream, Mike. Living the dream.
oh yeah, living the dream.
Or nightmare, however you want to put it.
If it weren't for
I've
bad
only
luck,
been-
we'd have no luck at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr.
up,
Tully,
Joel?
how you doing? I've only been to one seated hunt, and that was a long time ago. I'd love to do another one.
It was fun, yeah. I think I walked away with like 9 dimes from like Roosevelt to Mercury's.
Well, the one I went to,
Went to a hunt
The one
one
I went
time
to-
that
go
they
ahead.
didn't say it was. I went to a hunt one time. They didn't tell us it was seeded, but it was.
Oh, wow.
Well, the one I went to, this was my my Angie Rick, pre
Hey, Angie
YouTube
Rick.
days. So no filming. I didn't know anybody there. So hi, Buckle Boy. I'd love to go to one now where I know people from the community are going to show up and meet them. So
Yep.
that's what I want to do.
That's what a group gig's
It's
about
got-
anyway.
I missed out on meeting Angie and Rick this weekend because I had things to do. And the only people I've met so far in person are Kay from Kay's Digging It and Grandma Kelly. Oh, and John, I do go metal detecting with What's in the Plug, Charlie's brother John. So it's the only 3.
Joe, would you say you had a question to ask? Thought I saw one of your chats say, Mark, you had a question.
I just did a parish yard sale and they had a lot of stuff left over.
What'd you do, Mike?
Parish yard sale?
Oh, a parish yard sale. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything good? Like a metal detector, pinpointer?
So
No, we don't
bottles.
sell that kind of stuff.
I'm not going to go then.
Yeah, Joel said it's up there. I don't see it. Mark, I had
Oh,
a
no.
question.
It was actually up by Rochester, PA. Like I said, about 40 minutes from me.
And thank you, James. I missed your chat. Sorry about that. Thank you very much.
Ticket not.
What you got, Mike?
What's
Let's
that,
do a
Mike?
solo. I can't tell it. Oh, come on.
Looks like a little Robbie the robot.
It's got a stone and got stones around it, but it's fake.
Oh, okay.
Still
Now I see.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's magnetized. For some reason, I couldn't get it to stick where I was like volunteering. When I got home, it stuck really fast. And I was like, "What's going on?"
Well, Mike, you have to put it next to metal, right, for it to stick.
Hi, Mary.
Was you trying to put it to your head, weren't you? You were trying to put it up here, right?
Oh,
So, Michael, they said you're saying last time you can't metal detect in your town anymore. Are you going to be able to go to another town and metal detect maybe or something?
well, I have to go through the town hall, and I have to go through the mayor, and I have to go through the bylaw officer. If I have permission from the mayor and the bylaw officer, I can. But otherwise, if the mayor says no and the bylaw officer says no, I can't do it.
Man,
Well, Mike, it's only illegal if you get caught.
Yeah, you can put it on a Kevlar vest, keep your head low, move real fast.
That's it.
how far is it to the next town from where you live?
Hey, Riddle.
37 minutes.
They got buses to it?
No, my parents drive me
Oh.
if I want to go in.
What you need to do is find
Call
yourself
them and see if you can metal
a private.
detect. He lives in Canada.
Yeah, he's up.
Canada.
You need to do is find yourself an old farm or something. You talk to the farmer, he'll let you metal detect.
Yeah, Brian, he's allowed to do private detections, but he can't do on public land anymore.
Yeah. I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I found we were there, and I had permission from the town hall, the mayor, and I think the governor called me and said I was allowed to, and I went in and I metal detected, and I found a military statue that big,
Thank you, James Eller.
Cool,
and
James.
I couldn't bring it through the border, so I had to leave it there.
You're right, John. We are losing a lot of spots, but it's still better. I can't remember which it is, but there's 2 countries you can't even own a metal detector there, and you can't even do it on private property. So they'll just confiscate it and sometimes throw you in jails. Thank you, Riddle Relics.
Nice.
That's like the strange thing here.
Hey, Mary.
All the waterways are under the authority of the Tennessee Valley Authority, which is the state's power company. No metal detecting. You can magnet fish, but no metal detecting. I don't
understand that logic either, Bill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Up here in the water, you can go anywhere
Riddle?
that's not like a historical site or something like that.
And then I found out you got to watch it too, because when I first moved here, I was looking at some of these pages from some of these clubs where it says
Hey,
where
Dennis.
you can detect. And this one guy was saying, oh, yeah, these 2 parks downtown here in Clarksville and one in Nashville.
Hey,
I'm
John.
going, wait a minute. I've called. You can't detect there. So I called back to the parks department in both towns and said, no, you cannot detect here at all. And so this was from a club. The guy is giving misinformation online. That's bad.
Oh, wow. That is bad.
Yeah.
You get in a
So,
lot of trouble.
hello, Johnny Smallpepper. No, Miss Galahad, they just don't want you to. Why? I don't know. They don't really give you a reason. Now, all the public property in Montgomery County cannot be detected either, but that's because Montgomery County was one of the biggest hubs of the Civil War, and the archaeologists got that locked up. So,
Yeah, the archaeologists. Yeah.
I even was watching a stream one day. Guys found an anchor, and it was legal for them to whichever state they're in, it was legal for them to magnet fish. So they pulled up this anchor that turned out to be from the Civil War. And I forget which
Wow.
ship it went to, but they found out. And some archaeologist from the state actually showed up at their door and said, you should go put that back in the water where you found it. He couldn't make them do it, but he wanted them to. And they kind of gave him the old one finger salute and said, no, we're keeping it. Why let it rot?
One for the metal detectors.
Why let it rot in the water when we can preserve it, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Preserve it and show it off.
It's about money.
I'd have a parade going right down Main Street with it on the back of the trailer.
Yeah, Deej, that's all you can do when they tell you no, you can't metal detector anymore. You just have to do permissions. Yeah, they don't allow it anymore, Joe. I don't know what happened, but you cannot metal detect at Fort Campbell anymore. At least not on the Tennessee side.
Well, I
Most
found,
So I love it. It's called Fort Campbell, Kentucky. It's only about 10% of the bases in Kentucky, but that's where the post office is. So it's Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Oh, there's some really good public ones too, Deej, but yeah, you're pretty much 95% right on that. The private ones, you know, especially if you can find ones never been detected before.
Hey, Bart.
Hi, Bart.
excuse me, Bill.
No, I thought Rob would have been here by now. As far as I know, because there's a lot of detectors on YouTube that are in New York and do the beaches there. I think Dead Horse Bay is one of the ones you can't use a detector, if I remember right, or maybe you can. Some of the parks you can do it, but you have to get permits.
What Central Park's to completely off limits, isn't it?
Yeah, Central Park is, but there's another big one there, and that's where Merrill and the other guys would go.
Yep.
But it was, I think it was like a $25 a year permit.
That'd be worth it.
Oh yeah, they found lots of silver. They're still finding silver there.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky a couple years ago. I found a grape shot from War of 1812.
Oh, I believe it. Up in Canada. Yep.
Yeah, and it was really strange because where it was, the war didn't even go around that area. It was
Tom Kingery.
taken up and plot down somewhere else.
I agree, John. Yep. Best $25 you can spend if you're a New Yorker wanting to metal detect.
Yep. That's like what I hated about metal detecting in California. And I mean, people know that the state capital is Sacramento. What they don't know is Sacramento, even though it's a huge area, Sacramento, there is like 30 other little towns within the limits of Sacramento. They're called suburbs now, but they have their own laws. So you'd go down there and you could be detecting in the park in this town, the other half of the park's in the other town, but you couldn't detect that half of the park. Or you'd have to get a permit, or you couldn't use a shovel. So when you go down there and Roseville cover, you have to find out, okay, this park is where, what are their rules there? This park's in North Sacramento, this one's in South Sac, and find out what the rules were.
Yeah, they're pretty smart about setting the rules too. Usually they'll have no ground disturbance.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
You can metal detect all you want, you just can't dig anything.
Yeah, Mary, I didn't for some reason. I didn't get your email.
The town just south of where I lived, they had 2 or 3 different head groundskeepers, and 2 would tell you, well, use a probe or a small hand trowel you can dig it. But the main guy would go, no digging whatsoever. So you always have to find out who was working that day. Hi, old Palong.
Oh, Payton, how you doing?
Mark, get paper.
Yeah, Mary, I don't have any right around me.
You got to wait till next week, Mary, because he's going to school to learn how to write this week.
Okay. Yeah, Bill's correct. Yeah.
And somebody's got to show him how to sharpen a pencil. Mr. Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Rob,
Can't hear you, Rob. Move your microphone, Rob.
Doing this for over a month and I still forget this thing. How we doing, gang?
Raise it up a little
Good.
bit. You're a little too low.
All right.
I mean, the volume.
Your volume's low.
All right. I had it turned way down.
Hi, Relic Rat.
That's better.
I'm going to have to turn you up.
26 people, Bill.
Ooh, do I get a little?
Yeah.
Ooh, Denise made fruit smoothies tonight.
Awesome. Ah, there.
Rob,
Better.
you're such a slob, Rob. You know that?
Loving every minute of it, Mark.
Oh my God.
Hi, little Penny. Later, Buckle Boy. Thanks for
I
stopping
heard
in.
that.
Yeah, Buckle Boy.
Hi, Jim Steele.
This is really good, D. Mark says I'm a slob.
Just rub it in, Rob. There you go.
Damn, that's good, Mark.
Hey, honey, can you make me something? Oh, that's right. I live alone.
That's right. I never did show this off. Got to show you
Denise
guys
said
something.
Denise said the bananas were going to go bad. We had to make banana shakes out of them.
You know what? That's it. I'm out of here.
Howdy, Bart. I haven't
Anyways.
checked my emails today, Bart. I've been out all day today, Bart.
Rob is such a nice guy. I hope you guys can see this, but this is a 5-gram silver bar I won from Rob. That is a beautiful little
Ah,
silver.
nice.
I went
Thank
back
you,
to get
Ron.
more of those, Bill, and they are sold out of those, sir.
Yep, I believe it. Those are nice.
He had 10 of them, and I bought, I think, 5 or 6 of them. I should have bought all 10 of them. And I went back the next week, and they were gone.
Gone.
And then
Yep.
I asked if he had those 1/10 ounce silver rounds.
Gone.
Hang on, let me find my bag of silver here. My bag of silver. I did find a new silver supplier today.
Ah,
So I got some rosies today, Bill.
nice.
This guy's a lot smaller than my other guy, but he gave me some rosies today. So we will be doing at least a rosie or two tonight. What did I do with my bag of silver?
Oh, no.
Jesus, my father used to say if my head wasn't attached to my shoulders, I would lose that.
Yeah,
I like it,
my
Greg.
dad used to tell me the same thing.
Which he said about most of his tools, in which I did lose most of his tools. I'd stop at traffic lights in the car next to me, go, "Hey, there's a pair of pliers on your back bumper back there."
I can't say much. I've been guilty of the same thing. Pull out of a parking lot and see my socket set sitting on the bed of my truck, right on the,
I left my cell phone on the bumper one time, drove off, and it got run over.
Okay, that's it, Angie. You forgot to say hi to me, Richie, Mike, and everything. That's
Wow.
okay. Mhm.
Hey, you know what's fun to do? pull up next to somebody in the car, have them roll the window down, and say, "Hey, your keys are in the trunk."
Yeah. I
Seriously.
always wanted somebody to pull up to next to me and ask directions so I could say, "You can't get there from here."
You need to make 4 lefts.
Yeah. Oh, that had to hurt, King. A whole TV, but that made a great sound.
I swear to
Oh,
God,
man.
I swear to God, I put this bag of silver in this drawer yesterday.
It went the way of the real, Rob.
You know, it's funny. Denise and I were talking about that today. Mark, if you hear the story of what I did today, I mean, I did a Menardo of Menardos today, Mark.
I bet you could,
Oh.
Anna. Mhm.
I put that bag right in this drawer yesterday.
Okay,
I'll tell you
Mary.
something. You talk about stuff falling off cars. I used to go to work like at 3 a.m. So I'm driving down the main street, heading over to our truck run, and I see a chainsaw case laying in the middle of the road. So I stopped, figured it's empty. No, it wasn't. There was a
Oh,
chainsaw,
wow.
and it was brand new Husqvarna.
Nice, Bill.
I picked it up. I put an ad in the paper at the time because there was no internet. Found a tool laying in the road on such and such street this day, this time. Could be yours. Ran that ad for a month. Nobody answered it. I had a brand new chainsaw.
Sweet.
All right, I put it in the other drawer. I was looking in the left drawer, it was in the right drawer. He had a whole roll of these beautiful Liberty Eagle 1/10 ounce silver rounds. And I bought like 5 of them from him because I figured he had a whole roll. Nope, I went back next time and they were all gone too. And I'm like, these are
Dude,
some
yeah.
cool looking, good looking silver rounds.
Okay, Mary.
What did he ask for 10 of those, Rob?
They were. I get phenomenal.
Here's a bottle of that cooked in the garbage can in the bathroom. I go, why is this in the garbage can? They got it in the garbage can. That's 3 today.
Her dad's sneaking Diet Cokes out of the refrigerator. He put it in the garbage can. He put it in the garbage can in his bathroom, thinking Denise wouldn't say.
Huh.
So anyway, should I tell my Menardo story? What I did today, Bill?
Yes, go ahead.
That's how you keep your title.
That's true. All right, let me go. I don't know if I can. No, Bill, you got to make me large, Bill. I can't go full
Okay.
screen here
Why do you need to be full screen?
because I got to show the coin off. And it. All righty, guys. A lot of you know that the other day, coin roll hunting, I found this 2-sided Kennedy half. Okay, it's got 2 back sides. It's not a magic
Sweet.
coin. Yeah, it's not a magic coin. Somebody actually took the time to cut 2 Kennedy halves and make one with 2 reverses. If you look at it under a loop, you can see a little bit of a seam in one part. The guy did a phenomenal job, and I don't know if he was trying to pass this off as a mint error or not. All right, Bill, go ahead and make your regular size there. Well, anyway, I was on. Jeremy did a stream Friday featuring my channel, so I came on Jeremy's stream, and I was coin roll hunting a box that if you guys watch the video I did, the bank that I get my boxes of halves from, a second guy came in and asked the bank if they could order $50, and they said yeah. So he ordered 2 boxes of halves, but they told him we'll get you all the coins you want. You just can't bring them back here because we have to pay to get them in, and we're not paying to ship them back out. We'll pay one way, but we're not paying both ways. So the guy took the 2 boxes home, and on the first box he opened 2 rolls, and he left the other 48 not searched, but he weighed them, and he didn't think any of them came in heavy enough to find silver. So he opened up the second box, and he opened 2 rolls, re-rolled them, left the other 48 in the yellow factory seals, weighed all those. None of them were heavy. So 2 hours later, he went back to the bank, takes them back to the same coin lady that orders them and said, I'm bringing these back. They're duds. And she's like, I told you they can't come back. Well, I don't know what to do with them. So she got with the bank manager, and he said we have to take them back. So right then, and the next day, Denise comes in to pick up mine.
No,
And
he's
she's-
done it several times.
Oh, he's done it several times.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh wow.
Skip out on-
Yeah, I don't understand why they're still ordering coins. So anyway, when Denise went to pick up my 2 boxes, they said, "Hey, do you think Rob could buy another 2 boxes? We don't want to really have to pay it." And I'm like, "Listen, this bank does me a lot of favors." So I told Denise, take another $1,000 out of my account and buy them. And she said they've been weighed and checked. I said, "Hey," I said, "me and a buddy did a live stream where we found silver in a roll that we weighed that wasn't heavy." I said, it's possible to find silver in a non-heavy roll. Well, like I say, the first box, he only opened 2 rolls. There was only 2 rewrapped rolls. This was the first roll I opened, spilled them out, looked at them all. I didn't see it because I just saw the back. As I went to stack them up to re-roll them, something didn't sound right. And I dropped this on the desk, and it didn't sound right. It has a dead sound to it. So I picked it up and looked at it, flipped it over, saw that it was the same side. And then I did that live on Jeremy's stream. So I looked at it after his stream, and you could see where he put it. He put the one in there. But I mean, this guy took the time to use a Dremel and hollow out the coin, but he didn't get the weight right. So anyway, I've been carrying around in this little clear 2x2 to show a couple of the banks today as I was taking coins back. So I had this in my pocket. So I go to my one bank and they have a coin machine, and I take unrolled $100 of halves unrolled. Well, I was also took a bunch of nickels and dimes and pennies that I had here from coin roll hunting, and I thought I would change them in today too. So I dumped them in there, and then I had a bunch of pocket change. So I grabbed the pocket change and threw that into the machine, and this had come out of the 2x2 and fell into my pocket, and I put this right into the coin machine at the bank today. So fortunately, I got to the next bank a mile down the road, and I went in my pocket to get this out to show the bank teller and my aunt, and then I realized this had fallen out in my pocket change. So I said to the bank, "Hold on, I got to go back to the first bank, pull my coins. I'll go back to the first bank." And I got a customer service rep, and I explained to her. She says, "Yeah, we'll get the bag out of the machine for you. Just stay right here at my desk, and we'll bring the bag over, and we'll go through the halves and find your coin." So she comes back over to me, and she goes over to the machine. I hear her unlock the machine. She comes back over, and she lays this back on her desk. And I said, how did you get this? And she says, "This is something I didn't know, guys." She says, "Our coin machine has an interior tray for any counterfeit coins that don't weigh the correct amount. And this went into their counterfeit coin tray that stays in the interior of the machine, so it does not go back to the customer."
That's cool.
It is. And she just gave it back to me, and she looked at it. She goes, "That is a really cool coin." So Denise is not allowing me to take it out of the house from now on because she said the same thing, Bill. This is going to go the way of the real. So that is staying in the house now. Honey, this smoothie is so good.
Yeah, rub it in, Rob. Just keep rubbing it in.
Sugar-free?
So now it's
It's sugar-free vanilla ice cream, Mark, but yet it's still damn good.
Pour vanilla in it, a little bit of
so now we know Rob can't play with sharp objects by himself or power tools. He's not allowed to take coins out of the house now.
Bill, there's not going to be much I'm going to be allowed to do around here.
I guess not.
I'm just going to sit here and look pretty, Bill. Thank you, hon.
That's gonna go properly.
He goes, "That's going to."
I'm glad Denise said it because I was getting ready to.
Somebody sent me this coin, and it's very painted.
Yeah, I do find a case. Is that a quarter, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, I do find those occasionally in quarter boxes. I think it's stickered, Mike. Check to see if it's a sticker. Grandma Kelly, yes. If she'd have had any more coins on that reject tray, I would have loved to have seen them. Hey, good evening, Relic Rat Recovery.
Who I'm making a moderator right now. I realized he isn't.
Captain Vic, you got that right. They call him Monardo for a reason.
Yep.
It's a sticker, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I find those occasionally in quarter boxes. I know, Tom. I knew somebody was going to pick up on that.
Jeff.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
Jeff.
That's hilarious, Lucinda. Hi, Miss Mermaid. Then you see another one going, Anna. Nice, King's Gold. I hotwired a car once only to find my keys when I shut the trunk to leave. Troy and I got called out for a missing set of like Mercedes keys or BMW keys, but the one that had the chip in it, like $300 set of keys. We got
Bill.
called to the beach one night, and the people went right out on the beach with us, and they said, we had our lawn chairs right here. And Troy and I checked that whole area, nothing. We go all the way back, and Troy goes, let's check your trunk. Maybe they fell out of the chairs. So we checked the trunk of their car, we checked their bags, we checked everything, and then Troy goes, let's check the chairs one more time. And they took the 2 chairs out of the trunk, and the guy unfolded the 1 chair, and the keys were stuck in the webbing of the chair after we spent 2 hours on the beach looking for the keys.
Oh man.
But they had already called. They had already called the rental car company. They said, if you don't come back with that key, it's a $300 charge.
Woo.
Mark, the coffee's good too, Mark.
You know what? I'm gone. That's it.
Oh.
So we were talking about disability stuff like a couple of weeks ago. So I just got a phone call a couple days ago from my ODSP company, and I don't have a person that is looking after me because she quit. And they did not notify me that this person quit. So me and my parents have to drive all the way in for a meeting to get another ODSP.
Is that like a caseworker, Mike?
Ontario Disability Office.
Oh, okay.
That happens to Denise all the time with the people she has that are taking care of her dad, the companies that she works with to get adult help for her dad. They'll just call up like 3-4 weeks later. Oh, that person's no longer with the company, or we don't offer that service anymore. And then she's got to be on the damn phone for hours, figuring out the next thing she could do. Yeah, Mike, that crap happens too much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like when I started my physical therapy. I've done physical therapy before. Your insurance usually give you a month. You do so many, then they reevaluate. They've changed that now. You go in for the evaluation. You do some stuff. Then whoever your physical therapist is has to evaluate you, then send that into the insurance company so they can continue the physical therapy. It's like, what?
Yeah.
What I remember about physical therapy is you go for like 3 or 4 weeks and they don't send you a bill. They let it build up. So you don't know how much it's costing you each time you show up. Then you get a big bill in the mail. You say, whoa,
Yeah.
I guess I can do this at home.
Yeah.
Anna, what does he want for the Eisenhower dollar?
It's a 71D, Rob.
It's a what?
First year, 1971D.
Yeah,
So-
they aren't rare, are they?
No, that was the highest. Almost 70 million were made of the D.
Yeah, I mean, most coin shops here sell them for about $1.50 or $2. I had a bank get me 7 of them a few weeks ago. They said, "Hey, do you want these? We don't have any need for them." I said, "Yeah, I'll take them." And I took them up and gave them to Shane when I was up in Pensacola because Shane collects them. But I have one bank here that says, one of the banks that takes my coin back said, "Hey, if you ever get any of those big Eisenhowers, we got a couple customers at one of them." I said, "Yes, ma'am. I got a bank that gets them in." And so you're right. It's not worth much, Anna. So I don't know what he wants for it, but if he's got one down there in Mexico and you want to get it, that's cool.
Now, what I didn't know is they did make silvers that year, and they not only made San Francisco, they actually made Philadelphia silvers, which are the rarest of the 40% Eisenhower silvers.
Yeah, let me look it up here.
Aren't most of them clad though?
Yeah,
Yes.
most all of them are clad.
Most all are clad. They only made, I think,
Yeah,
112.
71, they made 48 million, but a 71D they made 68 million.
Yep.
But they're like Bill says, there is a 71S, what they call silver clad, which is the 40 percenters. They call 40 percenters silver clad. But they only made 6 million of those. And
Yeah.
those are worth about $15. 72S silver clad. Wow, they only made 2.1 million.
Yeah.
And then the 74S, they only made 1.9 million.
Yeah. They didn't go over because they hadn't made a dollar coin in over 7 years, and people just didn't really want them.
Oh, they're just Christ, they're as big as an 8 real. Who the hell?
Yeah,
wants
I know.
to
They're
carry
huge.
that around?
I gotta agree with them. Like, if they'd make $2 coins and dollar coins here, like toonies and loonies, I think they'd go over. But yeah, nobody wants to be carrying, freaking $10 and our size dollars around in the pocket.
I don't know. People don't use change anymore.
A lot, don't you? Yeah, but other countries, other places, they do. So
Hey guys, I'll tell you this too for you coin collectors out there, or you people that do look through change. My silver guy, my guy that buys my silver at the end of the year that I find coin roll hunting, he pays 3 cents each for common date Wheaties because of the copper content. Because copper pennies are worth over 3 cents, like 3.7 cents a copper. He buys all my Wheaties and any copper Canadian coins I get, like pre-81 or whatever they changed to copper. In Canada, he pays me 2 cents each for them. So, guys, for those of you taking your copper pennies to coin machines, there's a lot of collectors out there willing to pay you more than 1 cent for your copper pennies.
yep.
I save my
Carrie.
coppers. If I do a box of pennies, I save the coppers and I just take the zincs in to the coin machine and drop those off.
The other night in your stream, Rod, one of those guys was offering to buy pennies. He just bought a bunch off of eBay, and he said he'd buy all the pennies copper pennies he could get,
They're in your door.
wheats and memorials. So
Just these wrappers, about 20 or 30 of these wrappers, about 30 of them.
Speaking about 20 years, you won't even be able to find a penny hardly.
No,
Yeah.
you're 20 years from now, the zinc pennies won't exist in the ground. If they had a little nick or imperfection on them, it'll start getting eaten away right away. I've found, I have yet to find a steel penny from World War II that when I find, the only 2 or 3 I've found just comes out as a round steel blob, just a rusty blob. And I think the zincs will disintegrate faster than the steels, Richie.
Yeah.
oh, they do
Plus-
much.
plus
Zinc,
the-
zinc doesn't like the ground. Zinc doesn't like other metals. But it's funny, Rob. I found 2 steel pennies in my lifetime. One in a coin star, which looked like it'd been dug out of the ground. Then I dug one out of the ground that was in better shape than the one I found in the coin star at our local park, which kind of blew me away. It was about 4 inches deep, so I know it wasn't a fresh drop, but it wasn't rusted at all.
DF Digger, have a good night. Thanks for popping in with us. Appreciate it, DF
Take
Digger.
care, Dennis.
Right, Dennis.
William, that's a good point. Did you guys see what silver hit yesterday?
37.
$37.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mark. Last week I looked at it; it was like 32 or 33, and then I somebody said last night on the stream it was at 37. I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yep.
Man.
Hi, Miss Deeds.
Sell.
So I'm thinking about doing.
Really, Trash Panda. You can't. find it.
I just sold a bunch.
Did you? Yeah, I'm thinking about it too, Rich.
Hi,
Hey,
Mark.
Mark.
Wow, that surprises me, Trash Panda. With as expensive as everything out there is, you'd think there'd be somebody buying copper out there. Hey, Mark. Well, I typed the Deeds now. I'm saying hello. Back in the 60s, I remember getting steel pennies. in my chain.
Oh yeah, Greg. Oh, and IHPs. Back in the 60s, you get a lot of IHPs in change too.
I
And
haven't
Buffalo
found,
Nickels.
I have not found an IHP in a box of pennies probably now in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. But I mean, back in the 60s, they were quite common. IHPs and Buffalo Nickels were still common.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, you got Wheaties were all over the place when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Fire away.
I have all this U.S. copper coins. What do I do with it?
What do you mean by copper coins? Just pennies?
It's complete all copper.
Oh, copper rounds.
Oh,
Those are
copper.
copper rounds. Yeah, those aren't coins.
Those are going, Mike. Those are going up in value. I used to buy those for about $1.39 a piece on Amazon, and I've gone back to those sites now 4 or 5 years later, and they're close to $4 a piece. So, Mike, those have literally quadrupled in value due to the price of copper going up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if any coin store would buy them because it is copper, which isn't anywhere near as valuable as silver. But my one big, huge, multi-million-dollar coin guy, he does have a big, like tray of miscellaneous coins, and he's got copper rounds in that tray.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out what to do with them because no place around here will take them because they're all
You don't have
U.S.
a coin shop there in town? That's where you'd have to take them. Yeah, because those aren't actual coins.
yeah, they're
Good
actually
job,
just rounds. They're not official
Yeah.
coins. Perfect.
They're not official constitutional coins.
Hold on.
But if you got a town runner who's got a coin shop, that's where you'd have to take them.
No trivia tonight, Rob?
Yes, we did. It was a fun night. Fritzy, Denise brought me over the sheets right here. 22 teams tonight. The bar was full. And out of 22 teams, we had a great night, guys. We got, out of 10 rounds, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 rounds of 15 each, perfect rounds. That's 6 out of 10. So we finished up with 131 points, which is one of our highest points totals we've ever had. So out of 22 teams, we finished in third. It was first was 136, second was 134, and we were in third at 131. So the final question was, we had to decide whether we wanted to bet the money or not, and we chose not to, and that was the wrong decision.
This is weeds.
Wow, Mark. Makes me a banana smooths me, but throws me under the flipping bus.
Denise, I love you.
Love you too.
After the third, Rich, I don't know if any of you guys, I know Bill's kind of a history guy. After the 13 colonies, which colonies were 14, 15, and 16? Put them in order: 14, 15, and 16. Tennessee, Kentucky, and Vermont.
Vermont's first.
We got it right, but we chose not to bet any points. And so many teams got this right. Everybody doubled their scores. So we stayed put with 131 points. Third had 250 points. Second had 254, which we would have beat and got second. And first came in with 268. So, hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Oh,
So who okay,
Oh,
who
crap.
said
Caught me in
Vermont
a bad
first?
I'll put in a guess. I'll go Vermont, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Yep, it was exactly opposite. Vermont 1791, Kentucky 1792, and Tennessee, the 16th state, at 1796. Yep, Deej had it right too. Yep. So
When
we
did
finished.
Georgia come in?
We finished third in the regular round, but we didn't bet, so we got blown out. But there were some good questions tonight, like what was Disney's original name for Mickey Mouse that his wife talked him out of?
Steamboat Willie.
Mortimer?
Nope, Mortimer. It was
Oh,
Mortimer.
Mortimer. That's right.
Mortimer Mouse.
Mortimer. That would have never flowed.
No, it wouldn't have. Good thing his wife got him to change it. And why were British sailors called limeys?
Because of them having to take either citrus or lemon juice to prevent scurvy.
Irving.
Yep, they took lemon and limes. Once they realized that lemon and lime prevented scurvy, they started taking lemon and lime on the. Very good. What is the name of the name of the German sandal maker that came out with ergonomic sandals that took over America?
Croc?
Nope.
Birkenstock? I don't know.
Birkenstock. Yep.
Cool.
Oh
Bill.
wow. Do you have a pair, Bill? A Birkenstock?
Good night, Johnny. What was
Hey,
that?
John.
I don't have a pair. No, just knew that.
What's the capital of Jamaica?
They don't have one.
I guess because it was the only city I knew in Jamaica. Yep, Bill got it right. We guessed Kingston, and that was right. Oh, what's the French word or French pastry that means to pop up? What is the
Croissant.
French? Huh?
Croissant.
Okay, let me rephrase that. French dessert pastry. Okay, let me rephrase that.
Ooh.
Parfait.
And French means to rise up.
A French dessert.
French dessert. Yeah, that's what I said. French dessert.
Thanks,
Hey,
Jackson.
Jack.
We guessed, and we got it right. No, it's not
How's
pastry.
that?
It's a French dessert.
I guess it's not a donut.
It was
So
souffle. Souffle.
Hey,
Oh, here's a good one, Richie. This is good. And I don't know if Bill's a big sports guy. Who was the last team to win the Super Bowl with a left-handed quarterback? Atlanta, Oakland Raiders, or San Francisco 49ers?
that'd be Steve Young and the 49ers.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I because I said to the table, I go, Atlanta's never won a Super Bowl, so we can just eliminate Atlanta right there. What was the name of the dance where Marty's parents met in the 1950s in Back to the Future? What was the name of the high school dance?
oh, I know it. I can't think of it.
Don't remember.
I can't think of. Oh,
It's,
I got it. Johnny Be Good.
That was the name of the song. That was the name of the song in the dance. But what was the actual dance? The high school dance?
it's where,
called?
where the girls asked the
twist.
guy.
Yes, it was where. But it's not called the Sally or the Susie or whatever it was. It was the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. Dance
Oh yeah.
because
Been a while.
they had that on the banner above the gym. Yep, Bill got it right. Angie got it right. Yep, Tom. Look, everybody knew that. Under the Sea Enchantment. Wow, everybody's Back to the Future fans.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
a guy with the DeLorean the other day, and I asked him if he would take me for a ride so I could fix a few things, and it didn't work.
What's the most expensive property to buy in Monopoly?
Boardwalk.
Yep.
Park Place.
Play.
Well, it's Boardwalk and Park Place, but I think Boardwalk's 200, and I think Park Place is 150 or 175. Out of these two American inventors, Alexander Graham Bell or Thomas Edison, which one was actually not born in the United States?
Bell.
Edison.
Mike,
Yeah,
you got it.
yeah.
Alexander Graham Bell was born in the United Kingdom, which I didn't know.
Oh wow.
A split
Okay.
ball, a major league pitching spitball is thrown with what two fingers?
Second and third.
That is correct. He is correct. The index and the middle finger. That is correct. All right, that's about all I got tonight.
All right, I'm going to drop off, guys.
Yeah, it's after.
Wow, Mark made it 20 minutes from here. Thank you, Mark.
All right, everyone.
Shut up. Shut up, Rob.
Good
Thanks,
coffee,
Mark.
honey.
Being
I'll see you later.
here.
Oh, where did you go? I knocked my phone off the stand.
Holy moly.
Well, I got a question. What's the capital of Canada?
Is it Quebec?
Nope.
Ontario.
Ontario.
Denise says Montreal.
Ottawa.
Ottawa, that's right.
I ought to know that.
Denise goes, I ought to know that one.
Keep dropping the phone.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
you-
problem. Us Americans are just way too ignorant of Canada.
Well, you just got to think of this way: Ottawa is Ottawa around Iowa. Ottawa around. So you just put the two together.
Oh, I got something to tell you. We were away and we stayed at a hotel and we were leaving. And this kid had a book and it was like some kind of map book. And he comes over and he's like, "You're Canadian, right?" I went, "Yes." And he's like, "Aren't you part of our country?" I went, "No." "Who told you that?" And he's like, "Oh, my teacher told me that." I'm like, "No, Canada is not part of the country. Canada is a sovereign country." And he's like, "Oh, I didn't know that." I'm like, "Yep."
Well, they don't teach civics anymore.
Yeah.
Don't teach nothing anymore.
You know, I only needed 15 credits to graduate high school. You need in Florida now, you need 21 credits to graduate high school. And yet they taught me more shit with those 15 credits than I think you get now with the 21 credits.
Oh God! In California, I had to have 200 credits to graduate high school.
Well, they must count them different than they do
Yeah.
their bill. Yeah, my senior year, I went a half a day. I went instead of 7 periods, I went 4 periods my senior year because I only needed 4 classes to get my 15 credits. So I took history my first period because I had a really great history teacher and I loved history. Second period was PE, and third and fourth period was advanced auto shop. So we'd tinker with our cars for 2 hours, and then we'd just drive home in our car from the auto shop. It was the easiest senior year that any person could ever have.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even have to do my
Bet
senior
mine
year.
was better.
They came up to me my junior year and they go, you only need to take civics to graduate school. Take it. In other words, they didn't want me around, so I took civics, graduated my junior year.
Here you go, Bill. J. Paul's got a message for you.
Yeah,
Hey, howdy, little Rob.
yeah, I'd love to have a poker chip from you, J. Paul. Nice. Thank you.
So when I was young, I was in elementary school with my sister, and lo and behold, we had to transfer schools because they couldn't deal with my sister. So I went to a high school first, and then they transferred me and her to elementary school. And I skipped over to grade 6. And it was interesting because my mom got a letter from the school board saying that your son has skipped over grade 6. And she asked me, like, what's going on? And I said to her, well, they want to transfer me and your daughter to a different school because they can't deal with her. And my mom's like, oh, okay. So when I graduated from the elementary school, I went to the high school that I was there before. So I know all the teachers and everything. It was great because when I got there, my older sister was there and she's like, you can't touch him. You can't do anything to him. Because when new students come in, they haze them. So they wrap them around with tape and toilet paper and everything else and leave them hanging on the walls. And I wasn't allowed touched because my sister told everybody, don't touch them. And that was great for me because I had a lot of friends at the time. So I'm happy.
Well, I wish Richie was
I'm
here
always
right
thinking.
now because in the 5th grade, Lake of Kansas, they evaluated my literacy, and suddenly I became college level in the 5th grade. Unfortunately, I was the only kid in the
Chop, chop.
cafeteria reading and doing writing.
Hi, Zach. Hi, Chop Shop.
Hey, Greg. I can't see the chat.
Oh, you gotta love teacher's aid classes. Well, Bill, I got $1,450 back in the banks today. It was a good day returning coins today.
Nice, Rob.
So I've gotten
Well,
rid
you
of
know, Rob, you did a deal about saving coins in the jars, and I realized I needed to go through and dig the quarters out for the upcoming toll booths. And I found a bunch of Wheaties I had missed.
Yeah, I found a few in
Wow.
Denise's coin jar when I did that giveaway. Found two Wheaties. I got them right here. What was the other two cool ones? Two Wheaties, a Canadian, and a really cool 25 Siemens coin from.
Samoa.
No, it's Jesus. I can't. Where the hell's my magnifying glass? My eyes are so bad.
I'm taking my coin scope with me to the coin show.
Luxembourg. A 2.5.
That's German.
Yeah. 1947 Luxembourg coin. That's pretty cool. I'm going to do a short on that.
That would be cool.
What Canadian coin is it?
It's just a Elizabeth penny 19, but it's 1958, which is one of the first early years of Elizabeth. What year did King George go to?
Okay.
56 or something like that. Because
Something
finding a King George Canadian down here, I call them Canadian Wheaties because King George's pennies down here, Canadian pennies, are pretty rare penny to find down here in Florida.
Well, if you find a beaver, not beaver, a rabbit, a Canadian rabbit coin, it's not silver.
Are they pennies or nickels?
It's a nickel, but it's got a rabbit on it, and it's not silver. Like a lot of people think it's silver. It's not silver. It connects to a magnet, so.
I should probably take a magnet with me to the coin show too.
That's probably a good idea, Joe.
Mhm.
Now they don't really have any fake. They don't really have fake. You haven't really found any fake coins these dealers have, do you? I mean, there's no non-legit dealers at these things.
Oh no.
I mean, I would think these are all like they're pretty reputable dealers at these big coin shows.
Yeah. And if I can talk for a second, tomorrow afternoon I'm picking my daughter up, and we are heading to the Tulsa Coin Show. It will start from the 12th through the 14th. Once I do my business on the floor, we will be sitting there in support of Ida's St. Jude table. All the YouTubers are going to be stuck together. And I've been gathering kids meal toys up that are still in good shape and in their packaging. Just extra stuff the stores had to give to the kids, and the kids will bring their parents in, and that will, I hope, help support the St. Jude's table.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's why I came up.
Excuse me.
Good deal. So how many YouTubers you think will be at this show, Joe?
I know of at least 4. There's going to be Ida, Great Scott.
Hi, Colleen.
Huh?
Hi, Colleen. Go ahead.
The Coin Crew, which is 2. And there'll be others. But we'll post up with them. There's also Mike, who's running the show and organizing it. And so my daughter's going to get to meet some really awesome people.
Good night, Deej.
Hi, Miss Deej. Gotta finish packing for an event. Good deal, Deej.
I wish there was a coin show
You're
where I
back.
am. I really want to go to one, but I don't know where one is.
I was supposed to go last year, and things happened, and I didn't think I was going to make it this year, but things turned around, so we're going.
Good for you.
I can probably make a year's worth of income in 3 days.
Well, hell yeah. Can't argue that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gotta
and the
start.
grading companies are going to be there. And I've got that crazy Sally Ride court. It's the only one I've ever seen like it. I'm going to see what they have to say. Yeah.
The one to the front yard?
Yeah, I got to see what events are coming up here in the next few months. Barney Taylor, good to see you, brother.
Howdy,
Hey,
Barney.
Ellsworth.
Evening, Ellsworth.
I think Ellsworth's cat is typing. Especially guess what this happened. The kitty, huh?
Yes. I found one very, very close to where I live.
Good, Michael.
What, a coin shop?
Yep, coin show. Yes.
Rob, isn't Florida Hunt coming up in February?
Yes, Florida Hunt. This will probably be, I think, number 12.
Okay.
It's back in Florida this year. Yes.
Good night, Anna. Thank you for being here.
Have a good night, Anna.
Night, night, Anna.
Ellsworth's his daughter. Okay. Young ones? I'm probably older than you, Barney.
Bill's a trooper. He's an animal. Well, Bill, I got 5 more coins, 5 more rolls to roll up, and then we'll run a race, sir.
Okay. I think y'all are nuts. Yeah, we probably are, Barney, but we're having a good time doing it, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah, Joe?
when I come back to Tennessee, I want to go to the LBL. I'm going to do some tree knocking.
Joe, bad idea.
And if anything happens, we're going to see who can race the fastest.
How old? I'm 69, Barney. Will be the big 7-0.
Woohoo! Bill, how's the hip feeling?
Much better.
That's
And a little sore
right.
right now, but doesn't like sitting for hours in one spot.
No, it does not.
But they gave me new exercises to do, and they're helping a lot better.
Howdy, old Pallone.
Thank you, Greg.
Guys, I want to thank everybody that's doing my little giveaway right now. I've gotten a lot of good guesses, guys.
Well, what, Colleen? Didn't think I was that old? What, buddy?
I am so happy that I didn't get surgery.
I'm real happy that I did get surgery.
Yeah, I was going to say, so happy you did.
Well, in your case, I'm happy, but for you, but I'm happy also for me because if I had surgery, I would have been paralyzed halfway down.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No,
Oh, thank you, Colleen. I wish I felt younger, but
He's moving younger now.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not moving like I'm 90 now. I'm moving like I'm 80. Next week, I'll probably be to 60. So
That's awesome, Bill.
Gregory will be, in 2 months, be 73. Happy birthday, Gregory.
Wow, nice, Gregory.
wow.
Oh,
Wow.
dang, Wendy. Joe looks 165. Ouch.
It's the beard. Bill would probably look younger without his, too.
Yeah, I've been told that.
Well, now that mine's completely white, I know I look older when I grow my beard.
Ah, so you're almost 70, huh, Barney? Yeah, age is just a number.
Yeah. I'm only 42 and
Greg, I had no idea. AU Diver Greg, I had no idea you were that old, Greg. Joe.
Joe is the
Oh,
crypt
Greg's
keeper.
an old man. And he's a tough one.
Oh, just turned 60. Oh, okay. 25,000 or so. Did I see what you're saying? Hi, Dutchie.
Evening, Dutchie.
No. You know, I started turning gray in my 20s. And I didn't know I could play off that senior citizens discount at restaurants until recently when I actually qualified.
Take every discount you can get.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tell you, Joe, I was about 45 years old, woke up one morning, my hair used to be, and beard used to be bronze colored. Next thing I know, it's like, damn, I'm gray overnight.
What time
Yeah,
was it
whenever
originally?
I was at
What time
Wisconsin
was it originally?
at the Magnificent event for St. Jude's, it was windy on the bridge. So I took my hat off. And then I got filmed with me leaning down, pulling my magnet off. And everybody saw what was going on the top of my head, as far as the bald spot that was growing.
Yeah.
And the next time we met up, my buddy told him, do not film him without his hat on.
Well, I'm a happy guy. My hair may be going white a little earlier, but I'm the only guy among my entire group of friends that's got any hair left on my head. So I'm happy about that.
I thought that was a toupee.
That's exactly right, Barney Taylor. That's exactly right.
Well, I have a story.
You want?
So me and my parents
Yeah, please.
went to a casino, and everybody didn't get checked when they went in, but I got checked, and I had to give them my
That's Joe, Barney.
So I gave them my ID, and they're looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. They called for backup, more security to come. So they're looking at it, and more security comes, and then head of security comes. She's looking at it, and she's like, "This has got to be fake." I'm like, "No, ma'am, it's real. It's real." So she calls for police to come, and the police come over, walkie-talkied in, and it comes back that it's real. And she's like, "What is this?" And I said to her, "Well, that's my Ontario disability card. That's my ID." And she's like, "We've never, ever, ever seen one of these cards." They're going through books after books after books trying to find what this card was. And they said, "Oh, you can go." I'm like, "Okay." So we leave, and the security guard comes over and says, "I'm so sorry for the inconvenience." I'm like, no, it's my fault because I didn't explain it to you guys. And they're like, "We got to watch out for other people with disability cards because we don't have the information to confirm it." So that was kind of awkward situation.
Yeah.
With parents, yeah.
Whose noise is that in the background?
Mine. Sounds like somebody's got coffee going.
That's what it does sound like.
I've got an air conditioner going.
Oh, whatever it was, it just quit. What's considered a senior citizen? Yeah, 62 or older in most places. Some places as low as 55.
Yeah, that depends if it's like a private business, what they can, what they chose. I know with my hair being white, when I go to the movies, nobody asks me. I get the discount.
Yeah, I'm only 57. I had to think about that. And I get all the benefits around here now.
If you folks are in the stream and you haven't made a comment in the last few minutes, please make a comment. I'm building a race right now, please.
What I really like is because I'm completely on Social Security, I can make extra money so much I don't have to pay taxes on the money I'm earning. So up until I'd have to hit $70,000 in 1 year to have to pay income tax on it.
Yeah, I haven't had to pay taxes in like 15 years.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is before I hit the full retirement age, I'd have to pay taxes and they could ding my Social Security.
Yeah, 70,000 is a nice tall limit now.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for putting your names in.
Hey, Rob, I'm not in the chat anymore, so throw me
All right, I'll
in.
get you in there. I'll get you in there, sir.
Old Plum says here. Good luck, Happy Bears and Jim Steele.
I got to turn my camera off.
Barney
for a
says
minute.
he's not here.
Yeah, I get discounts from Value Village all the time.
Thank you, Happy Bears. Thank you, Carrie.
Barney says that he doesn't need to be in the race. I'm too tired. Yeah. It's for silver, Barney.
It's for silver. Look at, I didn't even tell Bill that, and he's just volunteering silver. But it is. It's for silver.
Yeah. Yeah, Angie, I know. If one makes too much, they tax your Social Security. Believe me, I know. Okay, Barney. Good seeing you. Thanks for coming in.
Take care, Barney. You want me?
You have a good night.
I'll take Barney out then.
Hobo Rob's still here.
Yep, I
God
got,
bless you,
I
Barney.
got Hobo Rob in there. Hi, Silver Wishes.
Person blue holding pencil. Okay.
All right, that's a lot more names now.
It's him.
$39 in the room, Bill. Excellent.
Yep. Sounds like a dog story.
Yeah. My mom says that you guys are my friends, and I agree with her.
I call them internet friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't met, but
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I do plan on meeting some of the people, though.
Ouch. Damn. Oh, forget Amazon. Ooh.
I wish I could come to the States and meet you guys, but it's too far away.
Virtual friend, says Greg.
Virtual, yeah, that's the phrase Greg loses. I like that.
Yeah.
You're kind of right, Tom. It does sound like kind of like wind blowing across the microphone or some kid blowing bubbles in the toilet. I'm not sure which. But it's back. Whatever.
What the
What
guy?
are we doing tonight, Marty? I'm probably going to try and finally do the box of nickels this coming week, Marty.
It's not on my side. It's not on your guy's side. It's the other guy.
What, me?
Yep.
Wow. What did I do? I was smoking a cigarette in the background.
No, it sounds like a coffee pot brewing or
Yeah. No.
It actually, yeah, that does sound very similar to my coffee pot. I have a loud coffee, but I know it's not mine because Denise has she's already made it. Oh man, I'm burping up that banana shake.
That's weird. I haven't moved.
Oh, sorry, man.
yeah, Colleen. When I used to be a gamer, I had friends that were gamers for 10, 15 years, never met most of them.
All right, Bill. Everybody that's responded, I've got in here.
Hey, we got 40 watching. Obviously, he's got everybody in there that responded.
If you guys haven't made a comment in the last few minutes, please make a comment so your name shows up on participants. I don't want to miss you for the race. We're going to start the first race here with a Silver Rosie.
Nice.
So, Bill, I've gotten plenty of suggestions on how to hook up the computer that those virus notices are popping up on. So we're gonna try and work on that tomorrow before we
Oh, thank you, Chop.
before we turn our computer into the guy for a $60 fee. See if I can get these off myself.
Yeah. Good idea.
Well, while we got a second, the next time Richie comes back up, I would like to get his books, but I want them from him so they are autographed for my personal library.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes, my mentor in college for English and creative writing was S.E. Hinton, and I had a book she autographed for me in the 8th grade, and I was her star pupil, but I lost it. So I need to start the autographs over again.
All righty, Bill, there you go.
Right. Stage.
All right, guys, we've shuffled them 3 times. This is for a Silver Rosie, guys. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Good luck. Good luck, everyone.
There you go.
Kind of machine in line.
Wish I had all my silver done before Denise left. She's going to the Tampa airport to pick up a client right now. She's not gonna be happy with sleep tonight because she's not gonna get to bed till late because that's about a 45-minute drive each way. Then she's got to drop the client off. But they have that airport that's open. The airport post office, that's Tampa's main post office hub, is on the airport grounds. And you drop something off there at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, it goes in the front door and out the back door and on an airplane. And
Nice.
yeah, she does airport runs all hours, Mystic.
Hi, Mandy.
Hi, Miss Mandy. All right, gang, there's the 19-second fade. William, me, and Ronnie are just going backwards. We got Lucky Duck Digger, Mary, Marty V, and Chop Shop up top there. We got 10 seconds left. Jim Steele's still there on the wheeled robot. Here comes Papa Rouse. Who comes Happy Bears? Boom! Happy Bears comes flying up. Boom! Happy Bears.
Congrats, Happy Bird.
Congratulations.
Are you still here, sir?
Speak up, Happy Bears.
Someone.
Thank you, says Happy Bears.
Okay, there we go. Boom. I'll get that out to you, sir.
Congratulations.
Fantastic. Yeah, Bill, like I said, I found the new silver guy today, and I picked up
Hi, Mike Robertson.
11 silver rosies today. Evening, Mike.
Nice. Well, I was just looking at prices on Amazon since I bought a silver one. I went, oh, hell, no way.
Yeah, like I say, it took that jump this week.
Well, they have like 10 1/10 ounce silver rounds assorted. $84 now. No, come on. That's twice what they're
Bill,
worth.
I told you, just let me know and I'll buy what I need for my silver guy and I'll just split it and send you half.
Okay, we'll talk about that. I might do that here soon. But I mean, for a while there, they were keeping up with prices, you know, what you could get in a shop. And all of a sudden it's like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah, just let me know, Bill, and because if I do, I'll just put them inside your book and when I send you your book.
Okay. I'll let you know. Oh, I'm from Kansas, is Mike Roberts.
There you go, Mike. So is the other Mike.
Yep.
Evening, Jay.
Mike up
Okay,
in the
thanks,
upper
Jay. Got it, Jay.
Canada.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, the
Well,
giveaway I'm running right now for a barber $50. I will actually send that to the U.S. or Canada. If you're outside the U.S. or Canada, it'll be an Amazon gift card, e-gift card. But guys, we've had a great response on the folks for this giveaway. It's been a great success.
Well, Bill, I have a question.
Okay,
Uh,
Joe?
I won that pinpointer from you.
Yeah.
I have not used it. It's still in the box.
Oh, wow.
Would you have a problem if I put it up as an auction item for St. Jude's?
No, not at all. You
Thank
want
you.
it, sure, do what you want with it, Joe. I have no problem with that.
Well, it's St. Jude's. I mean, I'm probably the only one here who has actually ever met Danny Thomas. And it's a great fundraiser. So I'll load it up. I'm leaving tomorrow.
Well, Bill,
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show,
Yeah.
Joe.
Enjoy the show. No, anybody in here, if you want a prize for me, what you want to do with it, that's up to you. You know, you want it, it's yours. Do what you want with it. I have no problem if somebody sells it, gives it away, whatever. You know?
I just think it could make some good money for St. Jude's.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, you know what? I saved this for Saturday night, Bill. I'm gonna put this up on the screen, Bill.
Okay.
This is hilarious. This short titled, "This guy had absolutely no fear."
Mhm.
This is great.
It's clear, man. Keep going.
It's a
It's clear,
four-door
man. Keep
Buick
going.
LeSabre.
Oh my God.
It's clear, man. Keep going.
Look at that baby.
Oh yeah.
Superman.
That is some serious airtime right there. Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
Ron,
Keith Gold, that's a good one. Absolutely, Lucky Duck. Just a good old boy.
I wish I would have had a video camera back then. 1978, a friend of mine had a 61 Lincoln convertible, and he just put new tires and shocks on it. And we were out, drinking one Saturday night. Went down to a town called Marysville, about 35 miles away, hitting some of the back roads because they had these long straight stretches. You could really get up some speed because they had a 4-speed in this Lincoln. What we forgot about is they had raised railroad beds. So the road would be going straight, then you have like this 10-foot climb to a rail track and a 10-foot drop off on the other side. Well, I know he's going over 100 miles an hour. Clyde had a lead foot, and we hit that railroad track. We sailed, blew 4 brand new tires, shocks, and the front suspension when we landed on the other side.
So Bill played Dukes of Hazzard.
What was that, Joe?
So you played the Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah, a few times. Another time we were up. We lived in Northern California. There's a lot of lakes up in Northern California, out in the national forest. We're out there. One guy for graduation got a brand new VW Bug given to him. So we're out boonie crashing it, and we went around this lake, and we come around, and we'd never been on the other side of the lake in the dark before. And we came to what we thought was a bridge. Turned out it was a boat dock. You know them commercials where they show you the VW's Bug float? They lied.
Well,
Awesome, Mystic.
back
Okay,
in the early 90s, I took my stepson, who's the oldest, out for a nature drive and walk. And there was a forest fire on the other side of Lake Draper. And we decided to go look at it. We hit a giant puddle of quicksand, and the car was stuck.
oh yeah.
We spent the night in the car. The kiddo would not do his thing in the woods. And that was a mess. I had to wash some shorts out in the lake shore. We finally hiked back when daylight hit. When daylight hit, we hiked back into a more populated area, and the firefighters were like, "We have been looking for you guys all night." The helicopters never saw me, and it was really weird. But you know, I mean, when you go out in nature, you've got to expect the unexpected.
Oh yeah.
And that is probably the most important thing I have to say. You also have to have some prepper stuff in your vehicle just in case something
Yep.
goes wrong. And thankfully I had a blanket for him. And it's kind of cold that night. Anyway, that's that story. We did get the car pulled out.
Been there, done that. Bunch of us worked together in the same restaurant, and we heard about a party down at one of the rivers we used to like to go to. So we went down there. Not doing anything crazy, but guy pulled off the road. I mean, it was dark. We weren't thinking about it. Partied all night. And all of us went to that party that works the same place, all to be at work the next morning. Well, everybody else left. We get up and we realized we parked in sand, and there wasn't another car around or anybody else. So when he tried to back out, the car just sank in the sand.
Oh yeah, whenever I went to the motorcycle recovery, there's a bunch of us, and my buddy Red Dirt and I had been magnet fishing already, and then we followed our friend in to a parking area. Did not realize he had got stuck in the mud. And so we followed him in, and we were both stranded.
Yeah.
Thankfully, our diver on the team had a bunch of chains. So after we got the motorcycle out of the river, he pulled us all out. My daughter was the only smart
Good night,
one.
Mystic.
She was like, it is cold and it is rainy. I'm staying in the truck.
Yeah.
And once we got out, I mean, our diver is okay diver. He's a great guy. And wow, that was interesting. On the way back home, because I was in a distant area where I was not familiar with, I was following Red Dirt, and he was getting me back to at least Oklahoma City. And I saw something fly off of his bumper, and a few minutes later, we stopped at a gas station, and his bumper was screwed, and it was a deer, and good thing we don't like venison, but it would have been tenderized too. But we stopped there and calmed down, and then he navigated us back to the city. You know, this is what I'm going to say right here. If you have friends in the community, you cherish them. And I'm done.
Good night, Hobo Rob.
My sister, she had a accident in Saskatoon with her dog and her bike. 6 deer passed by, and my sister's dog is a husky Malamute. So she had the leash wrapped around the bike, and the husky Malamute went after the deer, and she went with the bike, and she hit a stub, and she flew, and she hit her shoulder. And so this was at a military base area, because my brother-in-law used to be military at the time, and she broke her arm. She broke it all the way down, but she didn't feel anything. So she was bringing the dog back home and the bike back home and everything. She didn't feel anything. And so she goes to the fire station and asks for help. And the firefighter was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You're fine and everything." She turns back around and she faints on the ground. And so they had to take her to the hospital. And this was like really, really early in the morning. And we get a phone call from my sister in the hospital. And she's like, I'm going into surgery. I need mom to fly from here, from home, all the way to Saskatoon to look after me. And she's like, okay. She has 6 screws and metal shunt in her arm and a whole bunch of other screws. And it took months and months and months and months for her to heal. And my mom was there for 134 days because me and my dad were doing Survivor for 143 days. Remember when she came home, my other sister called and said they were doing Survivor for 143 days. It was funny.
Wow. Our
Yeah.
firefighters are all trained EMTs.
Not everyone airway. EMT's a step above firefighter here. They get paid more. I was told there'd be punch and pie. Evening, Bridge Troll. Welcome to the chat.
Well, Bill, it is 11 o'clock here. I gotta go.
Oh,
Well, we're gonna be
Thanks for
wrapping up here in
coming
a few minutes, Mike. Yeah. Take care, Mike.
we're wrapping up real quick. I'm making Bridge Troll moderator. I just gave me your channel, Rob, because he wants to see about coin roll hunting. And mine is Papa Ross with some dirt, Bridge Troll. So
Thank you, Bill.
but yeah, guys, we're gonna
Coin roll
wrap
hunting.
it up. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah,
Rob.
coin roll hunting Bridge Troll is where we take a box of coins we buy from the bank, and if it's $50, we're looking for silvers, we're looking for proofs, we're looking for collectibles. If it's quarters, the same thing. We're looking for silvers or air prints, mint prints, or collectible low mint coins or West Point coins that were only minted for 2 years. And if it's nickels, we're looking for buffaloes, V nickels, Silver War nickels. Each denomination's got different things to look for. Bill and I do that on Monday nights, and
Yep.
so
We do that on Monday nights. My stream is always Tuesday nights. Rob is Sundays morning for his regular stream, and he does one with another channel called Digging It Back on Saturday.
Saturday nights at 9:45. Digging it back. Miss Donna, take care. Mr. Bill,
Take care, Donna. Later, Rob Whitegold. Thank you,
hey,
Rob.
Rob, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here tonight, and
Yep.
we'll see all you good people Saturday night at Charlie's.
Yep.